Objective 3. Describe the meaning of a negative integer. If we have 2 to the second power, that is equal to 4. 2 to the first power is equal to 2. If we take 4 and divide it by 2, that gives you 2. 2 to the 0 power, we've learned that gives you 1. 2 divided by 2 gives you 1. So if we have 2 to the negative 1, well, if we take 1 and divide it by 2, that gives us 1/2. So that gives you 2 to the negative 1. If we take 1/2 and divide that by 2, that's going to give us 1/4, which is 2 to the negative 2. So let's take a look at this scenario and what it would look like. So what it's saying here is that if we have 2 to the negative 1, that's the same thing as 1 over 2 to the positive 1, which is equal to 1 over 2. And then if we look at the next scenario, which is 2 to the negative 2, well, that's the same thing as 1 over 2 to the x2 to the second power. So that becomes, when you shift that into the denominator, it becomes a positive exponent. So 1 over 2 squared then becomes 1/4. So if we look at these next examples, we're going to perform the exponentation by hand. So 3 to the negative third power over 1, we can rewrite that so it has a positive exponent. So that's going to equal 1 over 3 to the positive third power. And 3 to the third power is 27, so it becomes 1 over 27. Likewise, 9 to the negative 2 is equal to 1 over 9 to the positive 2 power, which is 1 over 81. And if we look at part C, 10 to the negative 4th is equal to 1 over 10 to the positive 4 power, which is equal to 1 over 10,000. Now we can verify this using a calculator, so let's go ahead and do that. Well, what is 1 over 27 as a decimal? Well, that is 0.037. Okay, so let's take 3 and raise it to the negative third power. So 3 raised to the negative 3 power gives us the same decimal equivalent. What is 1 over 81 as a decimal? Well, it's 0.012345679. So let's raise 9 to the negative 2 power. So 9 to the negative 2 gives us the same answer. And if we try 1 over 10,000, let's see what happens. If we put 1 over 10,000, this is going to put this in scientific notation. So it becomes 1, and this actually means times 10 to the negative 4. And we're going to go over this a little further, but this is the result that it simplifies for the calculator. But when we get to scientific notation at the end of this section, we'll see how that works. But let's just make sure that we match the same result by writing 10 to the negative 4, and that should give you the same answer.